Hello! I've got for you today a channel update, and that's because I kind of want to change the way I'm doing things here. To explain the reasons why, let me start at the beginning. At the beginning, I was making videos on this channel because I was trying to build my first model, which was a tricopter, and I kept crashing it, and I was making videos and pushing them to the forum and saying, what do you think went wrong here? And then sometimes I was buying products and I couldn't figure them out, and then when I did a guide or something, and that was quite good. And then at some point people started wanting to send me stuff, and I thought, oh, that's very nice, I should take a look at that and review it. And then somehow, unbeknownst to me, I became a review channel, which is not really what I set out to do. Don't get me wrong, in the first few years this worked well. I'd given up my job, not because I thought this would pay, but because I was fed up with doing that job. But this was doing okay. You got decent money from things like Banggood affiliates. Quads were being released every week. I was writing for several magazines. It was all going well. The money was not too bad, not enough to live on by any means, but that was when I had just 6,000 subscribers. So I imagined as you grew, that would grow. But that's not necessarily the case, as we know. YouTube pays a bit of money, about $90 to $100 a month. Affiliate stuff at the moment has tanked. It's literally close to zero. Sometimes there's months go by and I don't do anything at all, and other times there's like a little drib or drab. In fact, the only thing that kind of keeps me going, and I say by keep me going, I mean not really enough to live on, is patrons. Thanks to all the patrons. And my sim, which I released for free, and then I sort of, because I was fed up with people saying how do I update it, it's like, look, I've put it on Steam, pay your I don't know how to update it tax and get it on Steam, and then it will update for you. But lots of people were very kind and said, we want to support you and we will buy it on Steam. And some people bought it on mobile, and that is still selling like one copy on each platform on average a day somehow, even though I haven't done anything for it in a year. And that's what I'm currently coming to. There's this pressure from YouTube to say, if you want to keep current, if you want us to keep pushing your videos out to people, then you need to make regular content. Make it every week, make it 2 times a week, 3 times a week, as often as possible, and this is what grows your channel, blah 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 blah. So from that point of view, it's kind of like, oh, what do I make videos on? I know this person wants to send me this review kit, I'll get that, I'll try and make a review about it and do some stuff and show people how it works. My reviews on average take about 20-ish hours, and this is because I get it, I look at it, I try and understand it, and ultimately, especially if it's for like a quad or a plane, I want to put it on there, I want to go and fly it, and all that takes time. It takes time to film and photo and think about. It takes even longer to get through some of the bugs and issues that you hit, and then I have to wait for a day which isn't awful. At the moment it's quite sunny in England, amazing, and then I go and do it, and I have to edit that together and then push it back out, and you know, etc etc. And then sometimes it's popular and people like it, and other times it's ignored, and that doesn't bear any resemblance to the amount of effort I might have put into it or not. Sometimes I have done a video which I've literally just done on the bench in an hour and it's super popular. I make this thing that's taken like 40 hours to do, and like, you know, 100 people watch it and go but that's not really the problem. The problem is I am taking too much time with review products, and that's not to say review products are bad, and I'm talking about from a sort of fun and interesting point of view, not a financial point of view. From a financial point of view, no product is good. They're all crap because they don't earn any money, but that's not the issue. The issue is I've been wanting to do like a bunch of projects and a bunch of follow-ups, and I've never had time because something else comes in and I was like, oh, I should look at that and do a review, and yeah. I've got like loads of stuff that I've been meaning to do just in recent months. Like I bought the Walk Snail goggles and I built the quad, and the quad had a problem, but Betaflight has now been updated and I should be able to fly that again, not a problem. I've still got the second VTX, which the idea is to put into a wing and put iNav in that wing, which I haven't done. I've got enough fully built wing that I wanted to maybe do wing racing with, and I just needed to test it out, and I haven't done that. You will notice every time I fly a quad, the way it flies is like a bit meh. It's it's okay, but it's not great. The reason being is I literally like pick a different quad to install some new product on and try it out, and thus I never fly the same quad like twice in 6 months. So nothing ever gets tuned, because I'm always there thinking, I just need to get some footage of this, I need to see how this flies, I need to try not to crash it, and I don't have time or the batteries to go and start fiddling around with the PID values or the filters or anything else like that. Aside from that, I've been wanting to do like new projects, you know, complete new builds on things. I just haven't had time. I've literally been looking at sort of things, thinking about like, oh, could I build that? That would be really interesting. Stuff like VTOLs, ROVs, ornithopters, crazy stuff that I just haven't had time to even think about. And talking about the sim, like months ago, I had the sort of the racing aspect of the levels put in so I could design them. I had sort of level 1 just about finished with the courses there. I just had to put courses in the other 2 levels, and then I got distracted by stuff, so I haven't touched code for ages. So what's this mean? What am I going to do different? Well, I need to be a little bit more refined about when I'm going to review something or not. And I've tried to do this before and I failed, because essentially it's like when someone wants to send you stuff, you're like, oh brilliant, a free thing, and like it's almost rude to turn it down anyway, isn't it? That's a very Britishism thing, but there you go. But as soon as you've got like, you know, 50-60 quads taking up room in your house and like a billion chargers and stuff, you're like, actually, do I need this? Because we've already established that we're not doing anything useful from revenue point of view. So it just comes back to like YouTube wanting you to make content and make content. Well, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not saying no to reviews. I need them to be interesting and fun. I mean, I reviewed the Radio Master PWM receivers a few weeks ago, and that was fantastic because I got to take out, well, I didn't get to take out, I got to put a receiver into that plane that then wouldn't fit in the car, and I got to put them into other planes, and that was fantastic because I really did have fun with that. And that's something I'm not doing. I never go to the field and fly a quad or a plane for fun, because there's always stuff to film with and stuff on the pile that I'm doing, so I'm not getting out and just having fun. And I think that's what we should all be doing. So going forward, hopefully less reviews. I'm not saying no reviews, because there's always something interesting and fun, and if it's interesting and fun and I think it's entertaining, then I'll take it on. Other than that, I want to do less reviews, more projects, more me going away and building stuff and trying to find interesting things to talk about. What this may mean is you won't see me as much. Don't be sad, I'm still here, hopefully. I'm just going away working on things. And you're probably wondering, well, you've mentioned the revenue point of view, what's going to happen with that? And I think drones and FPV quads can't be relied on for this. So whilst I was on my last holiday, I took this little notebook with me, and in it I drafted out this game design thing. You can maybe see little tiny pictures of interesting things and little bits and pieces that I wrote a note of. That's probably a project of summer. Basically, I want to write a traditional game and try and sell it via Steam and places like that, and document me writing it, probably on another channel. This is for when I'm not doing like stuff. The winter, especially in the UK, is pretty grim. You've probably seen my field that I fly in December, because most people thought I was flying over a lake. It's that wet, it's that awful, and I don't really want to go outside. So that's my plan for my revenue generation. I want to write a game, I want to give it a proper go and actually do something slightly different and slightly original. I've just noticed the mic wasn't plugged in properly. I'm so sorry if that last stuff was hissy, but I don't want to record it again because I didn't script it and now I can't remember exactly how I said it. Anyway, so as I was saying, right now I'm not here. I'm in Japan on holiday, and I'm attempting to take all the cool manga and video game stuff in Akibahara and stuff this in my suitcase, which probably won't work. So I'm away most of July, so if you don't see me, that's not me working on interesting projects, that's me being on holiday. But when I get back, I've still got When I get back, I do want to work on an interest project, but I am committed to doing some reviews, one of which is, I think, really interesting and fun. The other a bit sort of just reviews. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll be getting into some project stuff, and hopefully we'll see something slightly different from this channel. Fingers are crossed. Feel free to hold me to my word and tell me if I'm making boring and uninteresting review stuff. Anyway, that's my channel update. I hope you're having a good day, and I will catch you later. Bye for now.
Well, you've made it to the end of the video, so thanks once again for watching. If you like what you saw, then please consider subscribing, and if you really like what you saw, then be sure to check out the link to my blog for a variety of ways in which you can help support this channel.